I mean, what are you talking about? You're talking about $2 every Thursday. That was allowance. $2. It would last. You would try to make it last because you felt guilty spending it all at once. So you'd at least make it last 2 days. You try to make it last 2 days. But once you got those $2, it was on the bike down to the mini market. And then you bought candy with it. You didn't buy chocolate bars unless you were like Warren Buffett of the kids in the neighborhood. You'd buy candy that would have to last. Now and laters, you'd buy Sprees. You'd buy Bazooka Joes. But a candy bar, 45 cents on a Snickers bar, that would last you, if you savored it, maybe all of about 5 minutes. And you didn't savor anything as a kid like you do now, if you do now at all. So I mean, yeah, that's what we're talking about. Or nibs. You remember nibs? They were like these sugar wafers. I don't know if you guys remember that. Sugar wafers. And that's it. If you bought anything chocolate, maybe Rolos, because they were individually wrapped. But yeah, you know who the high rollers on the block were. If you eat a candy bar, what are you kidding me? That's a kid that farts through silk. And then from there, you go into the back. You go into the back room. They had this dark room, and man, do I miss these days. You go into this dark room, and there it was, 3 arcade games. You had Moon Patrol, you had Centipede, and you had Donkey Kong 3 back there. And you never played Centipede. You might as well just throw your quarter in the garbage. The game would go so quick. Everything was about making your money last. You know? So, I mean, you can get good at Moon Patrol, you know, oh yeah, you know, you could get really good at Moon Patrol, you could get really good at Donkey Kong 3, you know, blast through a couple levels on 1 quarter. But I mean, even as a kid, you'd play 1 quarter, 2 quarters, maybe. And then if the older kids were around, it was like heaven. It was like heaven on. I remember Eric Fairchild would be sitting there playing Moon Patrol, and he'd have the line of quarters up on the, you know, up on the screen cover there. You know, had that little ledge for the quarters or whatnot. He'd have like 8 quarters up there. I'm like, oh my God, this is my whole allowance. This guy's blowing like, you know, it might as well have been Al Capone right there, or John Gotti. This guy's blowing my whole allowance in the video game machine. And he'd be sitting there smoking cigarettes, and he was too young to smoke cigarettes, but he was older than us. But anyway, nobody said anything. You know? So yeah, so it was either that, or you'd head over to Drago Pizza, and he had Altered Beast going over there. This might have been years later. Yeah, this is a couple of years later. He had Altered Beast going over there, and that's and then the stationery store right next door would have R-Type going, and it wasn't Hogan's Alley. It was like another version of Hogan's Alley, like a light gun game. Nobody played that. It was either you played R-Type or you played Altered Beast. And then from Altered Beast, and Altered Beast was like, everybody wanted to play Altered Beast because it was like, once you turned into that wolf, if you turned into that wolf, you hit that third white lion, and you turned into that wolf, it was like getting invincibility. And I mean, talk about making your quarter last after that. You were going to pass the first board. Anytime you made that shapeshift change, that was it. You were in. Just like that. And then they took Altered Beast out and they replaced it with Heavy Barrel. That Drago Pizza, they made all the right moves with the arcades. They went from Altered Beast to Heavy Barrel, which was another great game because if you got all the pieces for the Heavy Barrel, that was it. You were like invincible for all of about 30 seconds, but still, it made the quarter last. And then from there, Street Fighter 2. And then from once Street Fighter 2 came out, it was like every place got Street Fighter 2. And then that like changed the arcades. It changed the whole attitude of the arcade. Now when you went to the arcade, you know, it was like, you know, it was almost like Fight Club. You know, the only difference is you weren't fighting each other. You were fighting each other in the video game. That's basically how it went down. And some kids got a lot of respect, man, on that quarter. They got a lot of respect. Especially if you could use one of the shit characters, like Zangief, or, you know, wasn't shit characters, but there was no shit characters in Street Fighter 2. If you could use Zangief, or you could kick somebody's ass with everybody, Ken and Ryu. Let me tell you something. You get on there with Guile, and you can start kicking a guy who was good with Ken or Ryu. You got respect from the neighborhood. That's how it went down. One quarter could get you a lot of respect among the kids in the neighborhood. Yeah. And then all these Street Fighter 2 variants came out. There was Hyper Edition, there was Turbo Edition, Hyper Edition, Champions Edition, yeah. But I mean, next thing you know, you were throwing sonic booms were covering the screen, fireballs were going up, down, left, right. I mean, you know, Zangief was flying off the screen, and you know, he'd do that spinning pile driver, go flying off the screen and come back. I mean, it was just getting fucking wild, man. I remember Roma Pizza. They got all the pizza places. Roma Pizza got Hyper Edition, and it was like, oh my God, this is insanity. And it was sped up, it was fast. I don't think you'll ever have days like those again. It's enough to make you want to cry. What do kids have? They must have something now that matches up to that. But I don't know what it is. It was magical, man. It was really magical. And if you went to the arcades at the mall, where you saw, you know, Street Fighter come out, then you saw Mortal Kombat come out, you saw World Heroes come out, you saw Samurai Showdown come out. It was just like all these fighting games started piling out, and everybody would go in there and just duke it out. Magical time. The arcades used to be packed with people, and they'd have an upstairs and a downstairs. They'd both be packed out, and it was so exciting when a new game came out. You saw the graphics, and you saw, you know, it would be so loud. They cranked the volume on the new games. It would just draw this huge crowd. That's it. I fear we'll never see times like that again.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's it. Oh. You like that, don't you? Oh, you've been a bad little girl, haven't you? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's it. Oh, get in the dungeon. Go down in the dungeon. Oh, get...
Hey, what are you doing?
I was talking to your wife down there. She said you had video games?
Oh, yeah. I think they're in the house.
Okay.
Let me just go grab them. Come here, you. He left me here with him. And to do this.
Boy, that's a big box.
I got some movies and stuff in here, too. It's mostly movies. We haven't figured this out yet.
That's alright, I'll go through it.
These are the video games, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
So,
All right.
see you later.
See you later. Later.
Maybe we'll see you in another one.
Yeah, probably.
How much you asking for the video games?
It all depends on which one. I mean, mostly just like a box. You know, ones like that, maybe a little bit more. She marked them already, huh? I think she was looking online to see what people. Some of them people were like getting a little asking for on eBay for a little bit more, but I know you can't really get much for those anymore. So
Yeah.
we have a Christmas tree in that box over there. If anybody's interested in that. I think there's some stuff that hasn't come out yet. I mean, yeah, you can just look through the box, what kind of movies and stuff in there. How you doing, guys?
Hi, how
Sorry,
are you?
we're a little unorganized.
That's okay. Yeah, I think that's just
How much for these two?
Yeah, I have some questions. These two, like $2 each.
$2 each. This right here is an executioner. I know it. I know it. I know it. Look at that. The executioner skateboard. Everybody on the block wanted one of these. Back in '87. With the multicolored wheels. What a treasure. Oh, God. Jesus. Hey, doggy. Hey. Come here.
Those right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, just pick a price. $1 each.
$1 each? Alright. I'll take this one. This one was in there.
All right. It's got something in it, right? You just opened it to me.
Yeah, I checked it out. Yeah, we're good. Got any video games at all?
Brian!
No? What's that?
We will have video games, not today though.
Oh, okay.
What are you looking for?
Like anything, any old stuff, anything like that?
Yeah, I actually have a... Taylor, what's that, Atari? Or Sega Genesis with all those old games? The box that I have. That's a house. No.
I found him.
No, I think it's Sega Genesis. Oh, that's what we have.
Oh, you got that?
Yeah.
Is it? It's not here?
No.
No.
And there's like at least like 40, 50 games. Yeah.
Where is it?
I have it at my house.
Is it far?
Yeah. We'll be here tomorrow. I can bring it. You live around here?
No, not even close.
They ain't gonna be here today.
All right.
Sorry.
All right. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Ah, damn it.
Can you stop?
What time do you have this tomorrow?
Probably about 10.
Till when?
Probably about 4.
Till 4 o'clock?
Yeah, 4 o'clock, yeah.
Would you be able to hold it for me?
I mean, I'm going to bring it tomorrow.
Are you gonna put it out?
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to hold it because
It's not going to hold anything.
I'll be here.
Stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell him to put it to the side. I don't know what time you would come, but...
I come at 3 o'clock tomorrow.
Alright, well...
You would be able to hold it till 3?
I'll tell him,
If not, then I'm not gonna come because I'm
Right.
coming from far away.
Okay. I can ask him. I can't promise anything. I mean, if somebody makes him an offer on it and it's a decent offer, he's going to take it.
Yeah, I know.
You know,
Okay. All
so-
right. Thank you. Got any video games at all? Like anything, any older video games, anything like that?
For me last year.
I believe so. You want me to wait here? Oh, okay. You know what it was?
I have the Xbox, the controllers. You interested?
Oh, just the controllers?
Yeah, and I have cassettes, games. I don't know which system it's coming from. A Nintendo, I don't know.
Okay, yeah. If you know where they are, I'd be interested. Hey, you found them?
It's a Nintendo.
Oh, yeah.
The games are in the bottom.
What would you be asking for the games?
What do you usually say for them?
Like $3 or $4 each?
I could do 3 for 10. You got any more? I don't know.
Anything else in there?
You don't want the system, right?
Yeah, no, I'll pass on the system.
Is it sellable at all or no?
What, the system?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it already.
Huh?
I already have it, that's why I'm not asking
No,
for
but
it.
I'm saying, is it sellable? Is it still holds value?
Oh,
I
yeah,
wanna sell it.
the system, yeah.
What should I sell it for? 30?
Probably get 25 for it.
30.
Yeah, probably get 25.
So what do we got?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do you say?
15, right? $3 each.
15?
Right?
Okay.
Tell you what. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to drink a little water. How's that sound? Drink a little water. I'm going to... Drink a little water. That's what I need. It's hot in here. It's hot in here. Where should I hang this? Over there? I'm just playing. Alright, here we go. Oh, hey, Fonzie, call it down, will you? Alright. So, I mean, listen, guys. If you take anything away from this show, okay, I want you to learn from my experience. Because You know, the old expression, learn from experience, somebody else's experience. Because to be honest with you, I don't think we found anything that was really worth talking about for, I don't know, for months, maybe a half a year. Okay? And no matter how positive you try to be, and I always try to preach, you know, be positive and, you know, good things come your way and whatnot. But sometimes you get to the point where you're just being positive to be positive. And I don't think that works. I think you genuinely have to have a positive attitude. And sometimes it's hard to muster that up, especially after you're getting beat down week after week after week. I know how it is. But even when that does happen, it seems it's almost like the negativity starts to snowball. And it even gets to the point where you're just like, I'm not going to find anything. It just feels like you're not going to find anything. Okay? And I'm here to tell you that even during the darkest hour, something magical can happen. And hopefully you can take that away from what I explained to you today. Okay, here we go. So anyway, first garage sale wasn't bad. You know, the woman was out. We drove up and there was a lady outside on the corner. She's hammering the signs into the ground. So I pull up next to her. I'm like, hey, sweetheart, you know, where's the garage? Maybe I didn't say sweetheart. I should have the camera on. I said, where's the garage sale? So she goes, oh, it's down the block. My husband's there. What are you looking for? She says, what are you looking for? Which is great. I said, hey, you got any video games there? Because if she would have said no, I would have hit the road. She would have saved me about 10 minutes. So anyway, she goes, oh, okay, yeah, we got video games. My husband's got them in the house. You can see it in the video. You saw it in the video. So he brings out the games, bunch of PlayStation games, bunch of PlayStation 2 games. You know something? I'm getting very selective about what we pick up. Because, like, you know, with the limited room here, no matter how good the deal is. So anyway, this is what we picked up. Rebel Assault. I knew I was going to have the light wrong. Alright, we'll just deal with that. Okay. Yeah, Rebel Assault. Really nice copy of Rebel Assault. Very clean. Discs are clean. Manuals in there. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know what it is about this game. I've never played it before. Something draws me to it. Maybe it's the black label. Maybe it's the fact that it's Star Wars. I don't know. Maybe it's I don't know whether it's a good game. I think it's full motion video game, which I don't really have any desire to play. But, you know, it looked, you know, Star Wars. What do you want from me? And then here we go. Metal Gear Solid. A game that, you know, I have to admit I'm a little embarrassed to say I've never played this game before. But I mean, I hear even today it holds up very well. And this copy is really, really clean. I mean, the plastic's a little dirty on the front. His wife, his boob of a wife, she labeled all the games, like, you know, like eBay prices, I guess. That he told me his wife looked on the computer and she labeled a lot of these. But the guy was really smart. He said $1, $2. Well, maybe he was stupid. But for me, he was smart. He said $1 or $2 a piece for the games. I was thinking about picking up Tetris Worlds for the PS2, but it was missing the instruction manual. And to be honest with you, there's no room on this game shelf for PS2 games that are missing the instruction manual. I'm sorry. So there we go. Metal Gear Solid, I consider that to be a real treasure for the PS1. I don't know. Okay. Next garage sale. So we left around 8 o'clock in the morning. And we probably hit at that garage sale probably around 8:45. I think it was around 8:45. This next garage sale was probably around 9:30 in the morning. And bunch of Xbox One games there. Xbox One games, I mean, it had to be a pretty extreme title for me to even look at it these days. I'm really not into the Xbox One. And some PS1 games there that really didn't interest me too much. And so the person was asking about $1 a game. So Crash Bandicoot here. Crash Bandicoot Warped we picked up. And the game's really in squirrely condition. It's got a rip in the manual here. It's got a little rip tear in the manual here. I didn't even notice that when I bought it, but I'm looking at it now. The disc looks like it was pulled out of a lobster trap. It's got scratches all over the back of it. You know, I don't know. I was just thinking to myself, you know, Crash Bandicoot's kind of like, I don't have to tell you guys, kind of like the Super Mario or the Sonic the Hedgehog for the PS1. I think it's generally accepted that Crash is the mascot for the PS1. So I don't know. I felt a little obligated at $1 to pick that up. Anyway. All right, listen up, you motherfuckers. Don't you ever say I never did anything for you. Because here we go. You want those Super Nintendo games in the box, whatever that lady was talking about? Somerset. Drive to Somerset in Shirley, Long Island. Today's Saturday, tomorrow's Sunday. I think today's Saturday the 12th, tomorrow's Sunday the 13th. She's going to bring them out. I'll be at work. I can't get there, so it's yours. Somerset. The garage sale is off Somerset Road in Shirley. You're going to have to drive up and down Somerset Road and just look for the sign. At 10 o'clock, she's going to have what she explained in the video. So there you go. You know? What do I get? What do I get out of the deal? Nothing. Except I forget to turn my light on. Here we go. Here we go. What did I get out of the deal? I forgot to turn the light on. So there you go. I don't want to hear your mouths. Go get the games, and if you get the games, please let me know what you got so I can cry myself to sleep. Anyhow, here we go. Basically, the story goes like this. Last garage sale, I went out with my girlfriend, so she gets a little antsy, you know, she gets a little hungry. So, you know, it's time to go. I can go garage sailing all day, but be honest with you, 4 o'clock, that's shutdown time. Everybody's 8 to 4, you know, 9 to 4, 10 to 4. Basically, 4 o'clock, it's shutdown time. Now you say to yourself, 4 o'clock, you're not going to find anything anyway. Wrong. So here we go. By the way, Mike Gardner, that's your turf. Shirley's your turf, my man. So if you're watching this video late, I should send you an email, but you know what? Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe you should tune into the Bithead 1000 channel on time. But anyway, here we go. So, yeah, so we're on our way home, and we drove an hour and a half out. Shirley, that's as far as we went. That last scene that you saw. So that's an hour and a half away from home. So we wind up driving all the way back. Now it's like 3:30, okay? 4 blocks away from my house is a garage sale. I said, babe, I gotta stop at this garage sale. She's giving me one of these. Is this like another one? So I was about to say, fuck it, we'll go home, right? But something was like, look, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I knew something was gonna happen, right? But I was like, you know, we're right here. We're right here. Just jump out. I said, give me a minute, okay? So I jump out. I go back there. I say, you know, this guy thought that he sold to me before. He never sold to me before. So let me show you what we got. And this is why you never give up. And this is why you always have hope throughout the day. Please learn from my experience. Have that hope the entire day. I know it's strong in the morning because, you know, you feel like you're beating the Sharks and you have the opportunity. You have that opportunity all day long. So, here you go. Just stay positive. Because stuff like this happens. And for some reason, it always happens just like this for me. So here we go. I think we got some of the more desirable games for the N64. I could be wrong. Wheel of Fortune. Oh, my light's kind of bad here. Star Wars Rogue Squadron. GoldenEye 007. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. And Conker's Bad Fur Day. Now, listen guys. This thing, this is what's great about it. You go in the guy's backyard. The backyard looks like the town dump. But in the corner, in a bucket in this box laying on the ground, Conker's bad fur day. I mean, you know, everybody say, oh, don't get your tits so hard because, you know, it's not the biggest deal in the world. But for me, it's a big deal. Conker's bad fur day. I'm excited about that. So anyway, off to the game shelf. I didn't even make an area for N64 games, but I guess we'll just put them over here. We got our Super Nintendo games over here. So we'll keep our N64 games over here. Don't they look great? You can't see the label. Right there. And we'll put our newly acquired PlayStation games right over here with the rest of the PlayStation games. Okay. So come on, guys. We're on the grow. We're on the grow. Anyhow, I'm Bithead 1000. You've just tuned in to the greatest video game program in the history of civilization. The whole thing was going smooth. In the history of human civilization. I'll see you next time.